come out of the quarantine with an awesome skill, more knowledge, and great new side gig. That's what every influencer out there is telling us to do. And that is a terrible advice. Or at least one coming from a very immature, privileged position. Hi, my name is Evgeny, like Kafelnikov from the 90s, or Nabokov, the other Nabokov.
In front Richard! Oh, a miraculous stop by Nabokov!
I live in Moscow, and like every other major city, it's on a lockdown. We are allowed to come outside to walk the dog, take the trash out, or go to a nearby store. And most companies are required to shut down. We are effectively on holidays, only without the fun part, or pay. Is it me, or does every YouTuber and Instagram influencer sound like a certified life coach? Don't get me wrong, I'm all for making the best of your time, but who says we have more time on our hands? Technically, we are saving some time by not commuting to and from work, and quite frankly, some of the meetings while still at the office were major life wasters. But did you forget your kids' nanny is sitting at home too? Oh, and so does their math teacher. Now, you actually have to spend time with your kids. You have to devote time and actually teach them to count and to read and all the other stuff that other people were responsible for. And kids don't know the difference, they're relentless. They demand the same amount of attention, only now it's all on you. And what if you have old parents and a dog and 2 jobs, one of which you've lost because of this mess? You know, those who say we should have more time seem to forget that ordinary people have commitments other than their creative pursuits. Now, I'm a creative by trade. I work for a marketing agency, but for me it's a job, it's a craft. It's not a lifestyle. I am feeding my daughter by making award-winning campaigns, not by being an influencer, buying followers, or pushing weight loss potions or self-help books. And I am not afraid to say that I'm an ordinary person who makes an honest living. I do the work, I get the bacon. I'm certainly not an asshole who's gonna film himself in third person pretending to do the work on his laptop. They call it cinematic nowadays, but this is not filmmaking, it's a glorified selfie. That's a whole nother topic for another day. Back to my point. I love self-improvement mindset. Waking up at 6 a.m. to squeezing some gym time before work, or reading up on your job-related skill set after hours, or sacrificing sleep for developing a breakthrough idea that you had. I am all for it. But sometimes just having time to breathe from all your commitments is the best way to improve the quality of your life. What if you were so busy that you haven't had a proper 8-hour sleep in a year? Now is the time to turn off that alarm. What if your work drove you so hard that you started developing an anxiety disorder? Now is not the time to cram even more projects into your schedule. For all this obsession with productivity, we forget that downtime is as important. And now that we're forced to take it, we try to mess it up by measuring who can do more things in their living room. We look up to people that we call our idols, and all they preach is hard work and discipline, but of course, they forget to admit that their success is only part hard work. It's part talent, it's part luck, and it's part pretty face. For every outlier who made it, there are thousands of those who worked just as hard, worked hard, and burned the hell out of their life. Only nobody tells the stories, because they don't sell. So the next time someone who hasn't walked a step in your shoes tries to make you feel guilty for watching an old movie that you actually enjoy, turn their profile off instead. Unfollow, unsubscribe, goodbye. Take away their only power, your attention. Please give this video a like if you actually liked what I said. Have a safe quarantine. Have a safe quarantine. Have a safe quarantine.